Hi, this is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today we're going to do a flip through my trifold folder. Then afterwards I will show you the basic steps to make the folder. So let's look at the little folder now. I start out with my cover, which is a Christmas sticker with some ornaments, and it folds out. And I have a corner pocket, and it holds an announcement about a Christmas carol. This, I put some gesso on it because I just kind of wanted it to have that snowy feeling. I did not do gesso on all the little pages because I didn't want to have all of them alike. On this, which is a split page as far as the paper is concerned, has two Christmas trees, and behind them are some little embellishments. Now, the object of this album is to show you that you can take a cardstock that is not Christmas cardstock and make it have that Christmas feeling. And that's what I think I have achieved here. For this project, you have to have double-sided cardstock for it to look right. So let's go and see what else we have. We have two little pockets here. This one has some little tags in it. These are kind of like Christmas designs, just on little tags and little comment cards. And this one here says a Christmas wish. Most of these designs, these digitals, came from Foxy Creations. Not all of them, but most of them. This little sign says Peace on Earth, and you can see I have quite a few in this little pocket. And behind the pocket, I have stamped a holly with some berries on it. And this is a double pocket because here's the other half up here. Again, having some designer cardstock that reflect Christmas. Okay, here's my little old-fashioned Santa, and I have fixed him the way I glued him on. You're able to hide some things behind him, like this. This is a little bingo card. And we've turned it over, and here's the back cover. And I'll turn the front cover under. And this is the back cover, or it could be the front. It depends on which way you're holding your album. And so this opens up again, and we have season greetings here, and this has a design, an announcement about mincemeat. And I have a little sticker there. It's not a sticker, it's a digital of a deer in the snow. And we have some little pieces of embellishment in here. And here's the number 3. And the reason I picked 3 is because this is the third Thursday before Christmas. Okay, we turn the page over. And this is a side pocket, and it will hold an announcement about the Christmas carols. The Christmas carol. And here's one about mincemeat. This is a pocket, and then I have my little image there of a looks like maybe a dog in the snow. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it's a dog in the snow. And this little fall stamp doesn't have to do anything with Christmas. I really liked it with the green. And this is a piece of washi tape. And we turn this over, and we have another side pocket. And this has the barcode with the dates, December 25th, 2021. And here's another announcement here about the Christmas carol. And this is basically how you make your papers, which are not Christmassy, fit into a Christmas album. Now, let me show you how we make it. Now, I'm not going to give you the steps in detail, but you will get the idea, and if you get the measurements, you'll be able to make one just like this. And it's loads of fun. It doesn't take long to make the folder. I spent most of my time trying to decide what I wanted to put on my pages. And as I say, it folds out like this, and then you turn it over, and it folds out this way. So that gives you plenty of room to put embellishments on. So let's get some of our cardstock out, and I'll show you how I made the folder. Okay, we have 2 pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock, and they are double-sided, and that's what you need, double-sided cardstock. Again, it's not very Christmassy, but when you add the embellishments, if you go with the tones and all, and distress the embellishments, it looks perfect for Christmas. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is score sideways. Now, these patterns don't have an up and down, so it doesn't matter which direction is sideways. But what I did was go from left to right, and I scored it at 6 inches. So basically, I scored it in half. Then I turn it around where it's up and down, as again, my patterns are not, so you have to just kind of use your imagination. And I scored it at 2, 6, and 10. And here we are. Yeah, I had it the wrong direction. Here's my half fold, and here's my 10. And the one in the middle is my 6. Okay, we decide which piece you want on the left and which piece you want on the right. When you get to the one on the left, you want to cut the whole 10-inch part off. This started at 10 and that ends at 12. You cut that whole slice off on the right-hand side. That way, when you put it together, you put it like this. Now, on the right-hand side, we cut the bottom part off. That gives you a flap at the top. On the left-hand side, we cut the bottom half off. That leaves you a flap at the top. So the next thing we're going to do is glue this together on top of each other. Okay, we have a piece here. I've got my glue. I'm using Eileen's Tacky Glue, and I'm just going to put a strip of glue around the edge, all the way around my flap on the back side. And this is the one that's on the right. And I put a little bit in the middle. You want to put enough glue that'll hold, because it will get a little wear. Okay, we put it together like this, matching up the bottoms down here and the top, and then just folding it over like this. Okay, now we have this and this, because we cut these 2 pieces off. Okay, I've got to put a piece of heavy board underneath my cardstock here so I can cut. And what I want to do is to get just a sliver off the edge here. Okay, this little bit of the white is showing, but I can correct that with some distressing ink. I'm going to start up here at the top and go just barely over this side of the line. Okay, what I've done here is cut little strips between each of the pages here, just making it kind of in other words, giving it a little space. And what you do now, we're pretty much, anyway, we've cut them all on one side, the side that does not have the flap. These are the flaps. And we're going to fold this up on one side. And we're going to take the next one and fold it the other direction. Then we'll take this one and fold this way. And then with this one, we'll go back this way. And this is what you have. Now, what we need to do, we'll fold it up like this. And this is our folder. But we need a cover. What you need to do here, on mine, I made I cut me a piece of Christmas cardstock for it, and since this is 2 inches, I cut this 4 inches by 7. That gave me a little leeway at the bottom, a little leeway at the top, because I wanted my flap to be a little larger, and then the folder itself. So I made it a little taller than the folder. But it's only 2 inches in here. So what we're going to do is cut a piece of cardstock that's 4 by 7, and that will be your cover. And you'll glue one piece on this side, and then you glue the other piece on the back side. That hides this flap here. And you'll do the very same thing with the one on the back. A cover here and a cover there. Same measurement, 4 by 7, because our little folders are 6 inches tall, which is half of the 12 by 12. Okay, now we've got these pieces here, and they're not glued down or anything. And let me give you an idea of how I made the pockets. We'll just start with this one right here, and got it upside down. Oh, can't do a pocket unless it is upside down. What I did is I took my metal ruler, and I want this pocket to have a slant to it. Not to be a straight pocket, but just to have a slant. And so I'm going to take the top here, and I rip it off like that. And I have my pocket. Next, I'm going to glue down the sides. Don't forget, on a pocket, you don't want to glue the top. That's one pocket that you can make. Now, if you want to make a double pocket, let's say this one, let's see, we'll do it here. I'm going to tear this right here. I'm not measuring, I'm just guessing. And if you're going to distress, do it before you glue it down. Now this one, I'm going to just glue here on each side. I don't have to glue at the bottom. The fold is at the bottom, so you don't have to glue there. I want this one to be a double pocket, but I wanted to give it some contrast. So I can either put this piece, or I can put a piece from the other side that would be different. Otherwise, if I wanted to, I could cut this off right here and make this a real small pocket down here to put small items. So it's up to you. It depends, and it depends on your paper, what the paper looks like. And then after you do those two and glue them down, you want to flip it over this direction, and you've got room here to make 2 more pockets. And don't forget, you can take something like your leftover piece and put it here. I hope you're able to see everything, and put it here. Let me move this board that was used to do my cutting on. So I could take this and glue the sides and leave the top open and have my pocket there. And as again, if you're going to distress, make sure you do it beforehand. And I've got 2 here I can do something with. Let's say, I don't know, just cut this one off. I don't know, just cut this one off here. Make a tall pocket. You want to hold your ruler still, and I'll just rip this off here. And I could either do this like this, or I could change it around and have it like that, or I can turn it over and do it like that. And I would distress this because when the paper kind of tears like that, it depends on the quality of your paper. This is Tim Holtz, but still it shows that white. So I would distress this, and that I have a double pocket. So this gives you an idea of what you can do. And of course, you can go back and look at the one that I made and see how I did it. We've done all the hard part. All that needs to be done now is the part that's so much fun. And it ends up like this. And don't forget, you want to put some sort of folder on the flap, some sort of covering. I think rather than just leaving it plain. I mean, you could leave it plain if you wanted to, but I like the way that mine came out like this. And this is the back side. At least that's what I consider the back side. But it can also be the correct side, depending on which way you want to open it up. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please come back and see me. See what I have in store for you for next time. We're getting closer to Christmas, and this is the 3rd Thursday before Christmas. So have a great crafting day, and please subscribe. See you later. Bye.